Oh boy, I'm blurry. Oh boy, that ain't good. Well, let me. Oh, this ain't good. Well, let me put me small and I'll oh goodness. Huh. Well, am I blurry on your end, Karen? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and keep going and see if I clear up a little bit. Um, the landslides in Southern California. Oh my goodness. Um, the ongoing landslide in Rancho Palos Verdes, California, has forced Southern California Gas to cut off service to dozens of additional homes, leaving more residents grappling um, with uncertainty of safety and hazard. You know, they're cutting off the gas, the electric. Um, I want you guys to definitely check this out. So you could definitely see that. No, I'm still having issues. I'm all blurry. I don't know why. Um, I've been having problems with StreamYard lately. So, um, September, the snow is typical in the U.S. So let's.
Is there any places?
Well, um, we had snow out of the blue in Montana, and so, oh boy, that's just driving me nuts. Um, me being all blurry. I didn't expect that. I'm waiting for it to clear up, or I'm going to try to fix it while we're watching videos. But um, at a glance, parts of the nation have seen accumulating snow as soon as September. Now, remember I told you about the Farmer's Almanac? They're saying a harsh winter is ahead of us. Huh. I thought we were supposed to be warming up. No, no, of course not. So here we go.
See snow in September? The answer is yes, and you're looking at them in the pink shaded areas. Some snow has already been spotted in the Colorado Rockies, which is not uncommon. Accumulating snow counts as a tenth of an inch or more, and here are a few examples of some average September snow amounts. International Falls, Rapid City, and Goodland don't see snow every September, but it's been documented a handful of times for each city. Meanwhile, Mount Washington, New Hampshire has seen snow 34 times in September since 1948. If you're curious about Alaska, snow is fairly common in parts of northern and interior Alaska. In Utqiagvik, measurable snow can happen every month of the year.
Oh, so get that. Oh boy, I don't know why I'm so. Let me. I'm gonna see what I can do here. Uh, okay, am I clear now? Oh. Okay, my grandkids. I got a wolf head. Um, so my grandkids uh, played a little joke on me. Okay, you guys got to laugh at that one. Yeah, the grandkids. I didn't even notice it before. Um, I've left stuff on my desk before, and you know, I get everybody gets a kick out of it, like my curling iron. Uh, Wolf head. Well, see what it is my grandkids want to do the haunted house again, and I told them they could, but they had to start on it early, and so they've been pulling out Halloween stuff. and they've been pulling out the wolf head and trying to scare me with it. Ah, okay. Ha ha ha. And they're not even here for me to get on them. So I'm not sure if it's the 7-year-old, the 16-year-old, or the 20-year-old that did this. Mm, yeah. Okay. Funny, funny. All right. The latest earthquakes, folks. There's a lot of fives and sixes. There was a six that hit down um, in the islands south of Florida, and um, there was a 6.0 that hit now around the Virgin Islands, but now it's 3.7 and a 3.3. Let's see if I could get this up here for you guys. Probably, there you go. Probably a collusion. Yeah, there you go. Susan, did you get a kick out of that one? I know that lifestyle news is supposed to be fun, and yeah, they I still can't believe I missed that one. I'll have to get on the kids on that one. All right, so we have a lot of big ones, like we had a 5.0 in the Antarctic Ridge, which is odd. Then we had one way down south, England, of 5.2. And then we had north of New Zealand, a 5.0. Uh, Now we had one just recently um, in Toya, Texas, 3.2. Texas gets a lot of them now. And I think it's due to the lack of pumping the oil. Then we had one in Tonga, a 4.8. Now, this one here in Hawaii, I'm sorry, 2.6, that happened about an hour ago. Um, so as you can see, we had one way down in Cindia, Mexico. That's real close to the border. Another big one in Guatemala, 5.1 in Iztapa. So we are seeing a lot of the bigger ones, 5.3 in Indonesia, and then another one in Indonesia, Banjar, a 5.0. What does it all mean? Uh, We are getting earthquakes everywhere, folks. It's hard to really keep up on them because we'll see them on the islands, and we'll see them in Alaska, then we see it in Hawaii, and then we see it over in Indonesia. Then they're going over to New Zealand. Even one in Australia, Denman, 4.5. We don't see them in Australia very often. For those that watch regular, you know, Karen, when have we ever seen one in Australia in the last few months? It's just been crazy. And then we see one in the Philippines, Kablalan, Philippines. So Japan has been very quiet. So I wouldn't be real surprised if we seen another 6 point or more. Um, uh, so you missed it. What'd you miss, Karen? What'd you miss? All right, so on the moon. Oh boy, folks, the moon. We are going to put a garden up there. They are now fixing to. There's companies that are ramping up their efforts to deploy the first sat nav on the moon to support a flurry of planned missions there. I got to show you this picture because it's awesome. There we go. Now, I think I'm like the conspiracy theorist. I think they already have something up there. You missed the wolf head? You have to back it up later. I mean, thank God I was blurry. And then when I came clear, it was like, oh, yeah, wolf head. Yeah, okay. So, um, what they're planning on is it's to happen soon, yes. And according to space agencies involved in the new push to establish a GPS like constellation around the moon, NASA and its partners in Europe and Japan are developing lunar sat nav concepts that would deploy by the end of the 2020s. Um, China's National Space Administration, CNSA, unveiled its plan for a constellation of 21 communications and navigation satellites to support its lunar aspirations. We have seen so many countries trying to get on the moon. Now, one of the things, like I said, is the United States wants to put a greenhouse up there to see if plants can be sustainable on the moon. Oh, yeah. King of the jungle. Oh, yeah. Uh, this alligator was huge. I mean, it's all over the news today. And let me let me get him up here. So he is. I'm going to say close. Anybody watch the gator guys? They get them 13, 15, 16 foots. That's about what this one is. This huge gator made a big impression. And this was in North Carolina. The gators are moving up north. I think they're getting tired of Florida. Is it the iguanas that's running them out? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the iguanas running them out. So I want to get in here and get this huge alligator. Look how big that is. He's probably, I don't know, they might say how long he is. I'm guessing probably about 13 foot.
Mother, that is what, 7 foot gator? That is a 7 foot gator right there, ladies and gentlemen. Good golly.
He's more than 7 foot, folks.
There's no jungle here, but he is the king of the neighborhood. My God. Oh my Lord.
Private property, no trespassing. He don't care. Gator don't care. No, he don't. Boy, I keep showing this Ferris wheel. Um, it got hit with a typhoon. So that's why you keep seeing it. I didn't want to do the whole typhoon and the Ferris wheel. In Oklahoma, folks, this weekend, if you're in Oklahoma or even close, animal shelter to waive and reduce adoption fees for dogs and horses this week. So if you by chance can adopt a horse or a dog and you live in Oklahoma, please go get one. Um, Not only that, but walk with a shelter dog on Saturday morning. So tomorrow morning, if you're in Oklahoma City, the festives begin at 9:30, and you could take a shelter dog on a morning walk. You don't necessarily have to adopt it, but the adoption fees are waived. I think that's awesome. Um, Boy, I might get done with this early. Beetlejuice, folks. Beetlejuice has come out, and they're saying that they have. There he is. They have didn't have everything they could use when they did the first one, but they said the um, what they've been able to do with the second one is phenomenal. It's out in the theaters, so go take a look at Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I know it's going to be. They say it's going to be the number one hit by the end of the week. Uh, all right, so there's Beetlejuice, and yeah, he's older. Maybe he's wiser, and they say the second one, Beetlejuice, knocks Beetlejuice out of the water. Yeah, I'm having fun tonight. It was the whole it was a little wolfy head. All right, now I told you guys about these spiders, the tarantulas. Remember I told you it was tarantula season? Well, it's getting worse because now the scientists and everybody that studies arachnophobia and arachma, I guess, is that what they call the spiders? Um, they say that the tarantulas are not only coming out in force, but they're horny. Oh boy, horny tarantulas. Beware. They are on a mission. Um, and I thought, it came under weird but true news. It's They said it's cuffing the season for horny tarantulas as thousands of spiders travel the United States looking for love in all the wrong spider web places. Okay. And as you've seen on some of the titles I put out today, mummified monkey remains were found in the luggage at Boston's airport. Now, can you imagine someone opening the suitcase and seeing mummy or skulls? Uh, Now, I took a look at it and I said, yeah, they do look kind of like mummies, but, you could really mistake these as humans. Um, this is what was found. I the things people put in their luggage. Now, what are they going to do with this stuff? Um, uh, he said they were dried fish. The guy that got caught with them. Um, he said it was dried fish. Don't worry about it. Well, upon further examination, the airport agents discovered that, in fact, it was mummified remains, which included heads belonging to 4 monkeys. The incident took place this last week at a security screening for passengers. A canine officer named Buddy sniffed out the dead and dehydrated monkeys and hit on them. And for they thought they were going to find drugs. And they asked him what was in the bag, he said dried fish. And lo and behold, how surprised these guys were when they opened it up that they found dead skulls and monkeys. Now, the whole thing about this is these monkeys carry diseases and it can cause illnesses, including Ebola. So they did take them away, and the airport agents have encountered variety of meats coming through. But this is the first time they said that um, they had run across the skulls of monkeys. Well, I hope they don't run across them very soon, very often. Oh, good grief. All right. And so the last one here, 3 deaths reported after Legionnaire's disease outbreak at a senior living center. So many times, folks, we put our loved ones in these care homes and we expect they protect them. Don't just expect. Don't just expect. I one time was a supervisor at one, and I had to leave. I had to leave because of the treatment of the patients. Don't just think if even the finest will have abuse or neglect. Just this last week, a friend of my granddaughter's went to see her grandma, and she was barely breathing. They hadn't even checked on her for hours. So 3 senior citizens have died contracting Legionnaire's disease, and this is in a facility in Albany, New York. The Albany County Department of Health was notified, and at the Peregrine Senior Living on August 30th. So they have begun to start checking all of them. But Legionnaire's disease, that's don't happen very often. So now there are maybe even thinking it could be a pandemic in these nursing homes, especially since 3 of these homes that are not connected have now contracted this disease. So, okay, folks, that is it. And I know everybody's waiting for trivia that comes up at the next hour. I wanted to do a quick lifestyle news show, and of course, yeah, the whole woofy head. Oh, maybe I'll find out by the next. Well, no, I don't have no kids till way late tonight. But by Monday, I'll let you know who did it, who the culprit was. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a guess on it. Was the 7-year-old, the 15, 16-year-old, and the 20-year-old? Which one did it? Yeah. Yeah. We will wonder until Monday. All right, folks. So that is it. And I hope everyone joins us again at the hour for trivia. And boy, I got a bunch of trivia tonight. It's a long one. So come on back and enjoy. Bye-bye, folks. And be sure to share, hit that like button, the bell, and you definitely share the show because it's very popular. And we'll see you on Monday. But if not, and you come back for trivia, we'll see you at trivia.